defending our country against evil jihadis. He's a warrior of truth, such a patriot. Oh my God.
Welcome, fellow infidels. I am Gadi Adelman. This Sunday, June 19th, is 90 days since the United States got armed forces involved in Libya. And I had all these notes I was going to use and explain the War Powers Act of 1973 and quote different things. The bottom line is this: we don't belong in Libya, okay? It's been 90 days. Obama knows darn well, even though he's trying to say otherwise, that he's going against the War Powers Act of 1973. That act was put into place to make sure that a president did not put armed forces abroad without congressional approval. Now, Obama just delivered a letter yesterday to Speaker John Boehner along with a 38-page report as to all the reasons why this really doesn't fall into the category of a war, because we're not sustaining fire from hostile enemies, and I'm not even going to bother. It's irrelevant. You can go online, you can read it, go to whitehouse.gov, you can look up the letter he wrote. We don't belong in Libya. Back in January, when we got involved with Egypt and President Obama demanded that then President Mubarak step down from being the president of Egypt, at that time I said the Muslim Brotherhood has been waiting 60 years for an opportunity like this, and they're not going to let it go to waste. Administration said Muslim Brotherhood had nothing to do with the uprising. The Muslim Brotherhood would not come out of that uprising. Well, I was right. They were wrong. The Muslim Brotherhood now has a party, which has been approved in Egypt, called the Freedom Party. And they plan on being involved in the election in this September. My point was, back in January, that we did not know who the rebels were, and therefore we did not know who we were backing. Well, the same now holds true for Libya. We don't know who these rebels are. We don't know who we're backing. It is getting ridiculous. We are spread out all over the place. Troops in Iraq, troops in Afghanistan, planes over, if you will, planes over Libya. Now, the one thing the president has reiterated time and time again is that we don't have troops on the ground, and we would never put troops on the ground in Libya. I want you to watch this video from last week from the Pentagon and come to your own conclusion.
Now, here's your Pentagon Channel report.
More than 2,000 Marines with the 26th Marine Expeditionary Unit, 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force, left Camp Lejeune, North Carolina Tuesday, headed for Libya. They're deploying with Amphibious Squadron 6 aboard USS Baton from the port in Morehead City. USS Baton, USS Mesa Verde, and USS Whidbey Island were docked Tuesday morning, ready to deploy. Spirits were lifted as the Marines and sailors prepared to join other elements of their unit already in theater.
Now, that video stated that 2,000 Marines were meeting up with other Marines from their unit already in theater or in Libya. So putting that aside, you come to your own conclusion. The U.S. has already flown over 2,500 sorties. This humanitarian mission over Libya to keep Gaddafi from attacking his own civilians has really turned to trying to either get him to step down or kill him. We got to get out of Libya. And Sunday's the deadline. And I hope it doesn't go any farther than that. We don't belong in Libya. We don't need to get involved in Syria. We don't belong in Egypt. Too many of our boys and girls are coming home without limbs and in body bags. And enough is enough. Okay? For a president that said we don't belong over there, for a president that wanted to get us out of Iraq, for a president that swore, hey, you know, Osama bin Laden's dead now, we can get out of Afghanistan, swore we were going to shut down Gitmo, enough is enough already. Okay? Let's just bring our boys and girls home and be done with this and deal with the problems that we have here in the United States rather than trying to be the police for the rest of the world. So, until next time, I'm Gadi Adelman, America Akbar.